Hello and welcome back to Pokémon XD, where today we are going to be doing more Mount Battle to gain XP to get back on curve. And also, we're going to be doing some more shiny hunting in Ultra Space. So let's get to it. Oh right, we were temporarily outside of Mount Battle because we did the Pokespot and there was a bonsai. They forced us to manually go out of this building that requires stairs and 2 elevators to leave. It's a terrible building. I need to have words with its architect. Hey, Outlander. Oh. I guess we should purify the things that are ready for purification. There's more than one of them, I believe. Also, in other news, I have performed another surgery on my PC to replace its CPU since the last stream. Because it had to happen eventually. My previous CPU was having instability issues prior to a BIOS update related to the whole Intel thing going on. Which means that it was in fact degraded already and was going to need to be RMA'd eventually anyway. I was going to wait until I had a time where I could live without water pulse on Snorunt. Interesting. Was going to wait till I had a time where I could live without my PC for a while. But then I got a payout from a class action lawsuit that, well, it made it so that it didn't seem like such a bad idea to just get a new CPU and not have myself any downtime. Get a slight upgrade in the process. So yeah, got a new CPU in here with the newest BIOS update, so unless Intel has yet again messed things up, this one should be not degraded and remain as such. And given that I used a graphene sheet instead of thermal paste, which performance-wise is roughly equivalent to some middle-of-the-road thermal paste, not like the high-end stuff, but middle-of-the-road. And that should make it so that unless I have another part failure at some point, I should be able to go about 3 years without opening this PC ever again. Unless I really just can't resist getting a new GPU at some point, but I have a 4090, this thing will last me a while, I should hope. Unless the 5090 shows up, like, next year, and they're like, oh, it's 50% better than the 4090. Like, it's gonna have to be a pretty huge boost for me to consider replacing this 4090. I do like running things at 4K max settings without DLSS enabled. Native 4K max settings looks glorious if I can keep 60 FPS, which, hey, 4090 can do that for almost every game right now. So yeah, 5090 is going to have to be something pretty incredible for me to want to upgrade. But yeah, gonna be nice knowing that any surgery I perform on this PC over the next, like, 3 years is going to be effectively voluntary. Well, hey, Outlander, that 2070 Super is roughly equivalent to a PS5. So you know what? It's not a terrible GPU. Oh, Pineco needs to be purified. But apparently I need to stop editing sets in order to actually purify Pineco? That's annoying. Yeah, Outlander, the reason that I personally prefer not using DLSS and prefer running at native resolution is that the finer details, like things that are supposed to be small, get to keep their detail. Like, if you look at something that's like a string, under DLSS, it looks a lot messier and chunkier. Whereas in native 4K, it gets to stay a fine string. Like on a bowstring in Dragon's Dogma, for example. Things like that. And also, like, the streaky artifacts that happen when a small thing is moving far away. I personally just hate that. I know it's a minor gripe, but still, if I can run without DLSS, I will every time. If I have to use DLSS to keep 60 FPS, I will. Like, I'd rather have 60 FPS than avoid any and all artifacting. But if I can get away without it, I will. Yeah, GPU upgrade in the current market is a bit pricey. And back to Mount Battle we go. That feel when you use the analog on the wrong controller because you're playing 2 games at once? She just told us twice in a row that we have cleared Area 3. Alright, let's see how much of a jump this is from Area 3. Area 3 was slightly above us levels-wise. But also still had the occasional single Pokemon in a battle. Kind of weird that it doesn't show our levels when we send a Pokemon out. We have to wait until the battle officially starts to see the levels of any Pokemon involved. It's weird. Anyway, we are going to return on the Tentacool while we slurp up this entire Rhyhorn. Nice miss on the Supersonic. Yeah, anyway, the whole not needing to take my PC apart or open it up for the next 3 years thing, except for voluntary things, barring any part failure. The graphene sheet that I've got in place of thermal paste. Like I said, performance similar to mid-range thermal paste. But it never dries out. It is set and forget as a thermal solution. Wait, you're strong. I forgot to read her intro dialogue, didn't I? Gee, if you're that strong, you don't need any training. But yeah, in exchange for being set and forget as a thermal solution, it is a little more expensive than thermal paste. A lot, actually. But doesn't degrade over time. And yeah. Also, it's electrically conductive, which means you gotta be careful not to get it on any of your things. Are you good at battling against the psychic type? But my contact frame that I've got on my CPU is not electrically conductive and covers up all the things that would be bad to touch with electrically conductive things. And therefore, the conduct... Okay, my guess was wrong. Last time I had made a guess that Area 4 would be the first area to not have any opponents with only a single Pokemon. I was wrong. We still have a single Pokemon in a battle in Area 4. Outlander, I'd say CPU cooler mounting systems aren't that difficult to deal with. But I use the Intel architecture, which tends to be a lot simpler. I don't have to change anything out on the cooler or on the motherboard. I mean, the motherboard you wouldn't anyway, because motherboards are specific to the CPU you've got. You knew how to handle psychic Pokemon. Yeah, especially when there's only one of them. But yeah, coolers, like, they come with generally the Intel stuff pre-installed, so if you're using AMD, you gotta swap that out for the AMD stuff, and the AMD mounting assemblies, from what I have seen, are just not as simple as the Intel ones. Like, the Intel ones, you just plop the thing on and 4 screws, you're done. AMD, it's like 2 screws, but they're different, like they're in the middle instead of on the corners. And then there's like a clamp or something somewhere. I don't quite remember. It's been a while since I've watched an AMD build video, but it just seemed simultaneously over and under designed, I guess, compared to just 1 screw in each corner, done. Did you learn something about battling the psychic type? Yeah, I learned that you should still have more than 1 Pokemon when you're in Zone 32 of Mount Battle. It's really great that you came to train here, but I won't go easy on you. Okay, I believe the Love Disc I can probably mostly ignore, but then again, it's weak to Mega Drain, so let's just use that. You gotta love it when the fastest Pokemon on the field decides that it wants to use Agility. What a truly wonderful use of a turn. Necessary, even. Yeah, on the subject of feeling like you're gonna break something when you're installing things. When I first installed the contact frame that I've got on my CPU, I installed it on my previous CPU, not this one, for the first time. It supports both, though. But when I first installed it, I actually did cause a problem because of how I installed it. I wish you wouldn't have been so rough with me. Because you see, said contact frame, training battles are serious with no restraint. That's why they're so good. Said contact frame has to be tightened to a specific degree. If you over-tighten it, it makes it so that the CPU and the RAM can't talk to each other for some reason. Youngster, did you know Area 4 is a garden of beauties? And the correct amount of tightness is... You gotta use an Allen key to tighten the screws. And the correct amount of tightness is you use your thumb and your middle or index finger on the shaft of the Allen key, and only those two fingers, and the moment you start feeling resistance, that's when it's tight enough. What I had read was you tighten it until you feel resistance, and then it's tight enough. I was not doing the thumb and index finger on the shaft method. I was using, you know, the actual handle bit at the top to tighten it down at first, which that is a recipe for getting it too tight. So when I first installed it, it was too tight and was giving me blue screens. Like a lot of blue screens. And I was worried that I had ruined something, but thankfully, over-tightening the contact frame is not a destructive thing. It doesn't harm the motherboard in any lasting way. It just causes problems until you loosen it. And once I loosened it and found the right technique, worked just fine, and yeah, worked first try when swapping it over to this CPU, so we're good. But I swear, every time I open this PC to do something optional, I'm always just terrified that I'm going to cause some kind of problem. Because PCs are complicated. It's very easy to cause some kind of problem. And yeah, there's always a worry that something will go wrong and you'll destroy a several $100 investment in a single part or across multiple parts. It's terrifying. It's nerve-wracking. And just every time when you close up a CPU or close up a PC and it doesn't work, even if it's something that's reversible, there's that moment of panic like, did I just break this? Did I destroy my previously working PC for this optional upgrade? It's one of the worst feelings in the world. And then, like, most of the time when I'm doing my PC surgery, it's after dinner because that's when I have time to dedicate to it, sit down in one spot and work on it for a couple hours, potentially. But the thing is, when I get done... Dang, I didn't even get to use the Houndoom. Yeah, it's just when I get done, it's a matter of, it doesn't work? Well, I need to be getting to bed. So now I get to go to bed with this pit in my stomach. Like, did I ruin it permanently, or is it something I can fix in the morning? It's the worst. Yeah, DIY is definitely a lot more stressful than pre-built. When I first got a gaming PC, it was pre-built. It was, from HP, which... not the best place to get a pre-built from. Though at the time, the price was right. And, well, let's just say... they decided that a 120mm AIO would be enough to cool an Intel i9 processor. It was not. Thermal throttling was a heck of a thing. And also, there was nowhere to install a capture card. There were no free PCIe slots for that. So that was what inspired my first upgrade like a year later, where I got a new motherboard, a new case, and new fans. I kept all the other stuff. Darn. So, kept the CPU, kept the GPU, kept the drives, all that kind of stuff. You've worn me out. You've ruined my beautiful look, too. And then, just over time, I'm still in that same new case that I got. But over time, I've replaced actually every component of the build. So, my PC of Theseus is, in fact, a completely new PC versus that original HP that I got. But it was replaced piece by piece over time. I've heard that someone has the same combination of Pokémon as my team. Have you seen him or her? Chimecho and Cacnea, I believe we have seen this team already. One of the earlier parts I replaced in my PC of Theseus was the storage, the NVMe drive. And I did that for a specific reason. And it's that HP decided that their freaking bloatware should occupy an undeletable partition of the drive. The only way to delete the partition of the drive would be to wipe it completely, like wipe the entire drive. And doing that required me to have a different drive to use as my boot drive. Because, yeah. And thus, in order to get rid of HP's stupid bloatware, had to get a new NVMe. And that was when I learned that no, it was earlier, but my motherboard that I got to replace the HP one, it was a motherboard that was designed around the Intel Gen 11 processors. What I had at the time was a 10850 instead of an 11 whatever. And turns out that in this motherboard, the topmost M.2 slot was non-functional unless you had a Gen 11 CPU. So the first time I tried putting this PC together, which was my second ever PC building experience, it did not detect the storage. Which, you know, that's a problem. But it's not the biggest problem. Because it was fixable. I just needed to move the storage into a different M.2 slot, other than the topmost one. Because the 10th gen processors just didn't have enough PCIe lanes or something to support the topmost slot. Yeah, there's all kinds of stories like that, where I open up a PC or try and build one, and it does not work the first time. And that's why in some circles they say it's bad juju to close up a PC before you've tested to make sure it works. Because that way you don't have to reopen it and all that. Problem is... oh no, what a horrible feeling. The problem is... my workspace for working on this PC... Chimeco and Cacnea are so cute, I just adore them. My workspace is downstairs. My PC-ing space is upstairs. My Pokemon is darling. Look, look. I have nowhere that is static discharge safe and big enough to hold my PC up here. Which means every time I want to open it up, I have to lug it downstairs. And this PC feels like it's like 70 pounds. So I gotta lug it downstairs. Really? We're still doing a single Pokemon? Anyway, gotta lug it downstairs every time I want to open it up. Downstairs, I do not have any displays that I can use to make sure everything is working. Which means every time I discover something isn't working, it's after having lugged the PC back upstairs and plugged it all in. So if it doesn't work right the first time, well, back downstairs I go with this 70-pound PC to do whatever needs doing, then lug it back upstairs. My poor Grimer. And try again. Even foul-smelling Pokemon can be little darlings. Please come visit again. Okay, we gotta go to a Pokespot once we hit Area 40. Or Zone 40. Listen, don't you think my Pokemon are kind of like ninjas? Probably not. Yeah, Outlander, working on my PC on the floor in my room. A, I don't have enough floor space, and B, it's carpeted. Also, working on something on the floor instead of on a table really encourages cats to come investigate. They'll still investigate on the table, mind you. But they won't be as insistent about it. On the table, I can just brush the cats away. And they'll be like, okay, we're not supposed to be here anyway, so we're cool with just leaving this alone. On the floor is where things for cats go. And the last thing I want is for a cat to try to enter my PC. So this Gligar has used Harden. So let's swap off of Teddiursa and bring out Spheal. Yeah, Outlander, if your apartment's just one room, then it can be tough to keep it from smelling like a litter box, though. Part of that, like, it is avoidable. You just gotta, A, clean it regularly, and B, get the right type of litter. Because there are some types that are much better than others at masking scents. And then you just gotta get a cat who's actually good at burying their business. Oh, I lost. I'll use my ninjutsu to get away. Just kidding. Because, my last cat, Merlot. Ooh, we're getting another evolution. Finally. I still miss Merlot. She was a great cat. Snuggly as can be, sweetest thing in the world. The one issue with her, the only issue with her, she did not ever learn how to properly bury things. She would do her business in the litter box, and she knew she was supposed to use her paws to move something around or scratch at something in order to cover her business. But that was as much as she knew. She would scratch at the walls of the litter box, scratch at the ceiling of the litter box, anywhere but the sand. You know, the one thing that needed to be moved to bury things. So, she, bless her heart, she tried to bury her business. She just never actually did, because she did not know how. She was the sweetest idiot in the world. I enjoy being a trainer, but I'd love to be a ninja too. When grass Pokemon and bug Pokemon are together, it makes me feel like I'm in a grass field. I need to put Spheal in the slot that I now have Ursaring in, so that Spheal can get more XP. This lady said that when grass Pokemon and bug Pokemon are together, it makes her feel like she's in a field. And then sends out a pair of bug Pokemon with no grass. Seriously? Being rude to my bear. Let's say, wake up, please, bear. While we Aurora Beam the bug. Well, the flying bug. And of course, Ursaring doesn't wake up yet. Really hoping that would do more. Okay, so let's tell Ursaring, please use return, while Spheal uses a full heal to wake Ursaring up. And let's just hope that this gets rid of the Ariados, and the Yanma is using that on Spheal, at least. Or not. Cool, wasted a full heal. Excellent. Espeon can get rid of an Ariados. Right. It was using Signal Beam on that slot. Houndoom can get rid of an Ariados. No. Come on! My poor Spheal! I've never seen such accuracy out of Hypnosis, by the way. Okay, there's the grass-type Pokemon. I guess we flamethrower the Yanma so it can't put anything else to sleep? Losing in a battle like this won't do. You know, Gloom is a grass Pokemon, but if it's around, that grass field won't be very refreshing at all. Right, Pokemon. Oh, what have you picked up? A Super Potion. You don't have Pickup anymore, do you? Nope, you've got Guts. Alright, but let's get Spheal in front, because Spheal needs XP more than anyone else right now. Just have the XP share on Trapinch because it's pretty worthless until it evolves. Because it knows no moves. Like, yeah, Trapinch has an incredible attack stat. To use on what? Sand Tomb is not going to be making use of that attack stat. I hope that our battle will be helpful to you. It's amazing how many Pokemon were done dirty by the fact that Game Freak made the Dark type a special type in Gen 1 and 2. Or rather in 2 and 3. It wasn't in Gen 1. But in Gen 2 and 3, it was a special type instead of a physical type. And yet, there are so many Pokemon that were done dirty by that. Okay, they have ensured that their Graveler lives another turn. Didn't really get anything out of its extended life, though. good battle. Yeah, Trapinch having attack instead of special attack in Gen 3 is very weird. Because yes, it is supposed to have big chompy jaws. But that's probably why they give it attack, because it looks like it can do a lot of physical damage. I'm going to keep battling more and more. I'm going to get stronger. But, yeah, the Pokemon with... The Pokemon who's, like, 75% big chompy mouth is better at using earthquakes than biting. Oh, were you surprised that I'm a man? Aside from me, everyone in Area 4 happens to be a woman. Ha ha ha. And your name is Boyden. Okay, I'm gonna say Water Pulse and Mega Drain on the Anorith. Let's try and get rid of it. Not liking it. What? Does Wigglytuff have guts? Why did he toxic his own Wigglytuff? Facade. I understand now. Making sure I got the charm on the right Pokemon. And the Anorith also has Facade, but no way to trigger it. I need to get my hands on a Flame Orb and a TM for Facade. Make my Ursaring a powerhouse. Oh boy, we get to hit B again after this battle. That should be goodbye, Shroomish. Yep. Okay. Espeon will get rid of the Hitmontop, provided it survives, because... Wait, no, Wigglytuff already attacked, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Okay, and let's go ahead and have Spheal also charm the Hitmontop, just in case it survives. This Hitmontop can do a lot of damage to Spheal, and we don't want that. Of course, Spheal is going after Hitmontop, so I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Poor Spheal. Ursaring can... no, let's do Houndoom. Put the XP where it is more useful. Yes, Outlander, a Pokemon can evolve while fainted. I believe it gives them whatever HP they gain. And that'll be Hitmontop gone. And at this point, we have one. Okay, Houndoom's going to sleep, but... Yes, yes, that's the way to do it. Well, I can see why you made it through this far. Here are your Poke Coupons. Things will get tougher for you as of the next area. Focus and keep going. Oh, 700. We're getting more coupons a lot faster than we did in Coliseum. And a TM42. What's TM42? Well, we found Facade. Now we just need a Flame Orb, and Ursaring will be fantastic. Hey, Wolfkinson, I am doing fine. I hope you are too. And as far as having found shinies, not this stream, but I have gotten all 3 of the Swords of Justice as well as Zekrom. And I believe 2 other unrelated shinies. Right. Pokespot. And we ran out of time. Oh well. Whatever was there ate everything. Not gonna bother putting in more Poke Treats because I'd rather be able to just focus on Mount Battle. Oh, also I got a shiny Chikorita in Soul Silver. So yes, during the course of this Ribbon Road, I have found 5 target shinies.
If your Pokemon haven't been raised properly, you won't win your way through Area 5 easily.
Alright, let's see what level things are. Humble. Wait, Shroomish didn't try to evolve. Or did it and I wasn't paying attention? I don't know anymore. So his Pokemon are level 42 now. So they've got some levels on us. I think this will be the last area we tackle as of right now. Thanks for low-rolling the magnitude there. Let's make... no. Well, yes, let's make sure the Graveler goes down. But I'm pretty sure Mega Drain should be enough. Oh, Mega Drain was not enough. Aw, poor Spiel. With Feel going down, Mega Drain really wasn't enough. Let's send in not Houndoom. Because Houndoom doesn't wish to be in front of either of those Pokemon. So, Espeon can use Confusion on the Lombre, that should do plenty, and Mega Drain will get rid of the Grappler before it gets a turn.
Good job, you've been raising your Pokemon properly. It's fun to raise Pokemon while thinking about their abilities, types, and so on. It doesn't matter how tough a Pokemon has been raised, my Delcatty's cute charm will make it completely infatuated.
Gyler? Oh, and it's a male Delcatty. Which means it actually can affect most of our team. But I feel like the Ariados is the bigger threat here. So let's try and neutralize it to the best of our ability. Ouch. Honestly, I'm cool with a scary face. It's better than a mean look. Because I think I want to swap out both of these Pokemon right now. So Spheal, let's swap for Espeon, who can get rid of Ariados. And Shroomish, we will swap for Ursaring, I believe, because Ursaring should be able to take a hit at this point. 4268 versus 4654. So Espeon is still our most defensive Pokemon, but not by as much as it used to be. Yeah, Ursaring should be able to take the heat here. Ouch. Thank goodness for full para. So this should get rid of the Ariados, because Espeon should be faster than Delcatty. And then we can use Return on Delcatty to get rid of it. Probably. I hope. And yeah, this Shroomish in this playthrough should be iconic, because dang it, it's gonna learn Spore. So Espeon did not manage to get rid of the Ariados. That's unfortunate. I guess we send in Houndoom now? And just hope that it doesn't take a Signal Beam? Okay, Delcatty's gone. No more surprisingly huge double edges. Oh, Houndoom is very happy to be out against these. Oh, nice full para. Okay, let's burn the bug before it can do anything. And return on Gloom. A Signal Beam is what I most fear from the Pokemon on the field right now. Strong return. Not the strongest, but strong. Please be on Ursaring. Dang. But they both go before it. So, well, Houndoom doesn't anymore. But Ursaring goes before the Gloom and did more than half with a return, so this should be the end of this battle. Well, would you look at that? Trapinch is getting a move that's stronger than Bite or Feint Attack, but that still isn't physical. We replace Bite here, I believe. Because Feint Attack has value in that it can't miss. And I don't think this line is ever going to be fast enough to reliably take advantage of the flinch chance. So, yeah. Get rid of Bite. Take Crunch. Which remains a special attack. Trapinch done dirty by Dark being special. Much like Sneasel and Tyranitar were before it.
Losing makes me weak in my knees.
Looks like it made you more weak in the neck, but whatever.
I'd better work on my training some more. My party Pokemon strike a perfect balance with each other.
This guy's name is yet again one letter off from the name of someone that I know. Missing a T. Okay, Spheal, let's Aurora Beam the Skiploom and hope that the Skiploom's not trying to do anything mean to you before that. And Shroomish is not going to outspeed either of these and also isn't really good against either of them. But it can reduce the speed of the Skiploom. No, it can't. Okay, Leech Seed, not the worst thing to put on Spheal. And that was quadruply effective. Oof. Okay, so let's swap Spheal out. Houndoom should make a great showing here. And Shroomish, let's also swap out because it can't really do much at this point. So let's bring out Ursaring. No, Outlander, I'm not friends with a character from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm friends with someone who shares a name with a character from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Ah, great, it's using Reflect right when I sent out my physical attacker, Ursaring. Why does this Ledian just somehow know how to disable one of my Pokemon every single time? So Ursaring is stuck in nap time for now, but we can probably just not care too much. Oh good, the Ledian isn't disabling anyone this time. Of course it's critting the Ursaring, but Thank you for missing that sleep powder. Please burn to a crisp. Yeah, Ursaring does clearly need sleep talk. Ooh, this Hitmontop is bad for Houndoom. Do I roar it? Maybe I'm faster. Well, I'm not faster, but it decided to use its turn, becoming even faster. Oh, cool. Roar failed. Great. Excellent. Love to see it. Should have just tried to burn it. Why did Roar fail? You know what? Maybe we charm it. And who's getting kicked? Of course it's Houndoom. Well, we bring out Espeon here. Ursaring, show me a wake up. There we go. I was gonna be surprised at how little that did, but then again, they've got a Reflect up, and Ursaring has been intimidated, so... yeah, that's actually not surprising at all. Let's swap off of Ursaring. Do we put Shroomish back in? I think we put Shroomish back in. Because that'll be going into the Shroomish, right? Yeah. Shroomish can take it. Really wish that did more. Oh, and now we've got Light Screen, of course. Because the Ledion has to have all the answers. So this confusion will not get rid of Hitmontop, but maybe we can get a Stun Spore out if Ledian doesn't use Safeguard. Of course. Of course. This Ledian, it has all the answers and it uses them all at the right times. Oh, thank you for wasting your turn on counter there, Hitmontop. Because yes, that's exactly what you expect an Espeon to use, a physical attack. I guess we're headbutting Ledian. Ooh, Wailmer. We could have seen many things worse than a Wailmer. But the fact that we're seeing a Wailmer, I appreciate. Because A, I like Wailmer. And B, Mega Drain likes Wailmer. Even if Light Screen is up. That does nothing because Ledion has special defense. What I wouldn't give for a Brick Break TM right about now. That didn't do much. I think we sand attack the Whalmer. Just to keep those rollouts from as easily getting as nasty as they could. We bring Ursaring back because it's not intimidated. The Reflect is still up because it just got put back up, but we might be able to get rid of Ledian. After all, Ledian's only real stat is its special defense. Oh, of course Light Screen wears off the turn after Espeon goes down. The question is, will it put Light Screen back up, or will it let Whalmer take more damage? It will let Whalmer take more damage. I am all for that. Of course, this Whalmer lands 2 rollouts after getting sand attacked. Okay. I think what we do now is we have Ursaring use Return to get rid of the Ledian. And we heal the Ursaring so that it can stick around to get rid of the Ledian. Do I not have Hyper Potions anywhere? I don't have Hyper Potion. Yes, I do. They're right there. I just love keeping that safeguard up when they got Shroomish here, which makes sense. Okay, finally, a rollout misses. Which means we actually did not need to use the potion. But, better safe than sorry. So at this point, we have won. Though it was a relatively difficult battle given the level gap. I mean, the whole reason we're here at Mount Battle is to reduce level gaps. And now we're experiencing a fairly large level gap. I'm floored. Yes, clearly you are. My party had perfect balance, but... our inner focus in Rockhead will shatter any Pokemon. I don't think inner focus will shatter anything, but Rockhead is potentially something to care about. Also, Cuxor? Yeah, farming Area 3 would not be the worst idea. Even farming Area 4 wouldn't be the worst idea. It's Area 5 here where things do get a little rough. Let's Aurora Beam the Shelgon. And Shroomish will go hide from the Sneasel. Clearly, Shroomish didn't need to go hide from the Sneasel. What do you have against my Spheal? Other than the fact that it can actually get rid of a Shelgon. I guess that's a pretty decent thing to have against a Spheal. Poor Spheal. Spheal needs more XP, but it's so fragile. Okay, I really don't think you needed to Screech against Houndoom. If you use any physical attacker against it, it's gonna go down anyway. Because you've got freaking 16 levels on it. And it wasn't the most defensive Pokemon to begin with. Yeah, this headbutt is going to shatter my Houndoom. Or it's going to just hurt my Espeon a little, I guess? What kind of trainer uses Screech with one Pokemon and Headbutt with the other, but has them target different targets? You could have taken more advantage of your Screech. Alright, this will get rid of the Sneasel, which means Houndoom has done its job. One more level and Trapinch gets to evolve. Okay, Houndoom's job may not be done just yet. Really depends. Show me a flinch? Okay, we're not fast enough. But they're getting rid of the Espeon because they saw a KO. Which means that the Shelgon is going to be attacking into that slot. Ursaring can take it. Show me a burn. No burn. Oh, okay, I guess it just wanted to shatter my Houndoom. Probably saw a KO there, because, there was one! Okay, this is a little problematic. We might need to use a revive to get through this. Despite how big an advantage it seems we have in terms of remaining Pokemon and HP. We return on the Grovyle, and we Stun Spore the Shelgon. Rude! What I did not need to see was a crit. What I especially did not need to see was 2 crits. Okay, so Trapinch is gonna go down here. That's pretty much guaranteed. So we do have to use a revive if we want to win. And I believe we need to use it on... Who do we need to use it on? If Leaf Blade crits, it takes out Ursaring from full. Which means a non-crit should be able to take out Ursaring from half. That's a problem. It's a major problem, especially when you consider that since Trapinch is the only one low on health here, both of them are going to be attacking it. So, if Shelgon isn't full parried, then we run into the issue where Ursaring is going to be at even less health. provided it survives what the Shellgun does at all. Because, dang it, this game, making you swap in a Pokemon the instant something faints instead of at the end of the round, makes it a lot harder than it otherwise would be. But I think we still go Ursaring, and we Stun Spore the Grovyle in hopes that we can prevent it from doing anything next round. Or at least make it go after Ursaring. So, Shroomish, I'm going to need to see you hit this 75% chance at Stun Spore. Of course. Of course! Why would Shroomish hit when it could miss instead? Oh, but Ursaring is not being inconvenienced by the Shellgun. It's instead being inconvenienced by the... Well, it is being... Ursaring, not inconvenienced by Shellgun. Shroomish, yes, inconvenienced. Okay, I think what we do now is we return on the Grovyle, we heal Ursaring with a Super Potion, and we cross our fingers and hope Leaf Blade doesn't crit it into oblivion. Hey, no crit. That was a lot of damage for a not crit. But at this point, I do believe we win. Oh, please burn my Ursaring. Please burn. Please burn. No burn. Honestly, probably better that it didn't burn, because just watch. Well, not watch, because you can't, because it didn't happen. But if it did burn, it probably would have just somehow done that 11 damage and killed the Ursaring. I don't know that we need to heal right now, so I'm not gonna. I think we can win this even without healing. Yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, Overgrow would definitely make Leaf Blade do even more once it got low. I know Rest is a common move for Ursarings, but do I want it on mine? Like, it falling asleep has already been such a problem, but I guess we could put Rest over Fake Tears at this point. Fake Tears was more useful back when Teddy Ursa wasn't a good attacker. But now that Ursaring is an Ursaring, it's got a lot of value to add by attacking on its own instead of making Espeon better. Now I just need Snore or Sleep Talk. You're a tough one. We have killed a man again. These battles are getting tough. Maybe I should be redoing my training too. I'll be wily and hit you with some static shock. Okay, so that Nuzleaf is probably going to open with Fake Out. But on whom? Sfeel is going to swap out for Trapinch. I just have a feeling about this Raichu, you know? And Shroomish is going to Stun Spore the Raichu because it's not immune to Para in this generation. Gee, what do you know? Oh, Feint Attack instead of Fake Out. Nice, we hit the Stun Spore. Of course, Trapinch is still theirs for the taking at this point. But is that such a problem? No, I don't think it is. Let's Sand Tomb the Raichu just for funsies? Stun Spore the Nuzleaf? Oh. Raichu says, I don't care about Para. And Trapinch is almost certainly gone at this point because Nuzleaf does go first. Yep, there goes Trapinch. Okay, so now we actually do have to worry about Raichu's electric attacks. But not as much as we would have. Ursaring, I think, is a good choice here. And, of course, Shroomish missed with Stun Spore number 2. It may be 75% accurate, but again, it feels an awful lot more like a coin flip. Wait, who did I return on? Raichu. We want Raichu gone. And again, we'll try and paralyze the Nuzleaf, who has decided to use Harden instead of feint attacks, which I guess makes sense, considering Ursaring is very much a physical attacker, but... Also, hey, this guy's only got 2 Pokemon. That makes this battle a lot easier. Really, on the Shroomish? Weird call, but okay. Alright, let's get rid of the Raichu. And headbutt the Nuzleaf. Yeah, it is true that any move with less than 100% accuracy might as well be Dynamic Punch. But still, 75% should not feel so much like a coin flip. Nice flinch. And at this point, I do believe we've won. Just a shame it had to cost us Trapinch, because... Again, Trapinch is 1 level away from evolving. But I've got a rare candy. That only just occurred to me. Should I use my rare candy? And then put the XP share on Spheal? So that I can have a stronger opener? You're so mean to win. Nuzleaf's kinda cute, isn't it? Why do they call it a wily Pokemon? It's probably the whole Tengu thing. How much XP does Trapinch have? Okay, yeah, it's a good ways away from its next level. So let's go ahead and take the XP share, put it on Spheal. Swap Spheal out for Houndoom. And use our rare candy to evolve Trapinch. Yeah, Vibrava isn't a huge upgrade, but it learns a new move. I do believe it gets better special attack. Sand Tomb honestly isn't even worth keeping. And if memory serves, Vibrava already has Levitate. And having a ground immunity is huge in certain battles. Like, it's not going to make the biggest difference. But just having a safe switch into ground attacks. Yeah, that's big. And much better special attack than Trapinch, so it can actually make some use of Crunch. So, like, yeah, Vibrava isn't the biggest upgrade, but it's still pretty decent upgrade over Trapinch for what it has access to. Let's get this battle started. Mobid. One letter away from a word. Not from a name, though. Add an R and we've got morbid. Oh, baby, Shroomish gets to contribute. Okay, Houndoom will attempt to burn the bug, while Shroomish attempts to slurp the Quagsire. Nice crit. Love to see it when it's coming from us. Combuskin. Interesting. Wow, that... I guess Quagsire is bulky. But that did, like, nothing. And I'm guessing that's on Shroomish? Sure is. But I don't think we have to care that much about it being on Shroomish. Let's... Ooh, Houndoom doesn't really want to be here. Combuskin's firefighting. Fighting is good against Houndoom. Quagsire is water and ground. Both of those are good against Houndoom. I think we swap off of Houndoom. For Espeon? For Espeon. And Shroomish is going to stick in and slurp up Quagsire before falling asleep. Yeah, it won't get rid of Quagsire, but it'll do damage. Okay, we're using Flamethrower on Shroomish. That's reasonable. Wasn't expecting a KO, but then again, the level difference. So... Ursaring? I'm feeling Ursaring. That speed drop is not going to help. I think we ignore the Quagsire, though. The Combuskin's the bigger threat. Well, at least the speed drop didn't prevent us from getting Confusion out. And I don't think that's low enough for the Combuskin's ability to trigger, not that it matters. Espeon's still down, but Ursaring should be able to pick up this KO. And, we don't really have much for this Quagsire, but we can at least send in something that won't get Mudshot. And goodbye, Combuskin. Well, thankfully Amnesia doesn't really matter too much. Like, sure, Vibrava's gonna be a little upset about it, but Ursaring doesn't care. Give me a para. Or don't. Okay, we win at this point. Even that speed drop shouldn't make us slower than Quagsire. That thing's got, like, the ghost of an HP, according to the visual. Why would you learn Bite after Feint Attack? Do I want to swap Feint Attack for Bite? Honestly? Probably. Because, like, when Feint Attack matters, it's really nice to have. But Houndoom is one of our faster Pokemon, which means it can probably take advantage of Bite. Let's get Bite instead of Feint Attack. Also, with Feint Attack being in one of the first slots, that was one of the moves that it started with as Shadow Houndour, I guess. Phew, alright, I lost. And we've killed another man. Or maybe it was this volcano's toxic fumes. Good going, kid. Because, again, if you're standing over lava like this, toxic fumes are what you gotta worry about more than the heat. Good for you to come train. Now, come on. Sudowoodo and Croconaw. Well, Shroomish gets to contribute again, but Houndoom, unfortunately, does not. So Houndoom's gotta swap out. It doesn't like rock or water. Do we swap out for Vibrava? I think we do. Because then if they double into Vibrava, it's not a huge loss. And I believe Croconaw is the one we want to get rid of first. Sudowoodo generally isn't the worst thing to have against you. Like, it's more defensive than anything. At least that's the feel that I get about it. I might be wrong, but I haven't fought enough Sudowoodos to know for sure. But I'm pretty sure it's not the most effective attacker. Certainly not the most effective special attacker. Effect Spore, put it to sleep. Come on. Or not. And let's just go ahead and put some Dragon Breath on this Croconaw while we continue slurping on it. Show me a para. Nice. Something tells me the para does not slow it down until the start of the next turn. Rock Slide. Annoying. Certainly worse than Feint Attack, but I mean, it's not going to KO anything just yet. Though now, there is a chance that Rock Slide might get rid of Shroomish before this next slurp. But if it doesn't, then we get rid of the Croconaw without really worrying about too much. Oh. Never mind, Croconaw's gone. Loudred. And low kick? I guess Sudowoodo really just doesn't want to get rid of Shroomish just yet. Nice Effect Spore would have been nicer if it was anything but poison. Oh, Sudowoodo has 100 attack. Interesting. Okay, so we Dragon Breath the Loudred, hope we get a Para, and Mega Drain the Sudowoodo, hoping that Shroomish survives long enough to actually do that. Nice miss. Rock Slide, please just don't kill Shroomish. Well, too bad. Okay. I think at this point we go Espeon. I would love to bring Spheal out to deal with Sudowoodo, but Rock Slide would utterly destroy the poor thing. So Vibrava again tries to paralyze the Loudred, while Espeon tries to get rid of this Sudowoodo. That did nothing. Come on, Para. Dang. Well, hey, you know what? I'm cool with this thing being asleep. Sure, it's refilling its health, but I don't gotta care too much. What are you mimicking? Dragon. That's actually kind of bad for us. But between Dragon Breath and Confusion, we might be able to get rid of the Sudowoodo before it uses Dragon Breath on Vibrava. But then again, Sudowoodo probably doesn't have the most special attack to begin with, but we're probably better off ignoring Loudred right now anyway, considering it's asleep. I mean, sure, it might be more effective to try and get rid of it before it can rest again, but Kirlia. So we obviously crunch the Kirlia. Oh, it's got Sleep Talk. Of course it does. The double rest. All users of rest sleep talk. Fear that 1 in 3 chance. Anyway, we crunch the Kirlia. And we bite the Kirlia. And goodbye Kirlia, probably. So now we just have Loudred to deal with. Decided not to try Sleep Talk, huh? How'd that work out for you? You know for a fact you're still going to be sleeping this turn. You used rest. It makes you sleep for 2 turns. Why would you not choose to use Sleep Talk on your second rest turn? Why would you choose to use Sleep Talk on your 3rd turn? This Loudred has literally just decided not to use any moves for the entire battle. And you know what? I appreciate it. I expected this. You expected your Loudred to use no moves for the entire battle?
It figures you had what it takes to come this far.
Well, you're the smallest challenger I've ever faced. Knook. Okay, this is far from ideal. I would love to have Espeon out right now. But I think what we do... no, because Celio's got thick fat. So Flamethrower wouldn't really do much against it. Do we... We don't roar anything because it won't work. Due to the level gap. Do I just swap out Houndoom? Is that really what I want to do? Because anything I swap in is going to get wrecked. I think what I do is I just cross my fingers for a burn and hope Machoke doesn't have guts. It doesn't have guts, right? Whatever. Well, we cross our fingers for a burn and we stun spore the Celio. But no, we slurp on the Celio. Don't we? Yeah. And just hope that they focus on Houndoom. No burn. Focus energy, though. Don't like to see that. Body slam on Houndoom. Well, glad to see that Celio isn't just using, like, Blizzard or Sheer Cold or something. But we can see now that Shroomish is not going to get rid of the Celio on its own. So let's once again Flamethrower the Machoke. And this time actually put a Stun Spore on Celio. Show me a burn. My voice suddenly sounds different. What? Why? Hang on a sec. Just using my YouTube preview to try and check. What am I doing? Espeon. Like I got close to the mic. I'm exactly where I've been this whole time. And apparently my YouTube preview isn't even working. It's got no audio coming from it. Cool. Hang on. Diagnosing. Meanwhile, we use Confusion on the Machoke, and we Mega Drain the Celio. Okay, my YouTube preview, I mean, it sounds fine to me. I don't know that anything is different. Just making sure that my settings for things are functioning as they should. Yeah, everything looks like it's working as it's supposed to. So yeah, I don't know. As long as everything's working fine, then it's working fine. Does Shroomish want growth? Only increases special attack, so I'm going to say no. The lava. That's concerning. Yeah, Outlander, my best guess is my AC just kicked on, so probably something to do with the noise canceling I have going on might have changed how I sound. I can't think of anything else that would do it. So at this point, Shroomish is probably gonna be focused down. That means that Espeon should be relatively free to operate. Let's go ahead and Confusion the Quilava and toss a Stun Spore at it just in case it decides not to take the KO. And there goes Shroomish. And do I bring out Spheal? I think I bring out Spheal. Yeah, Quad Res. And Hail Immunity. Okay, once again, we put Confusion on the Quilava. Hope we get a Confuse out of it. And we also Water Pulse it. Please don't kill. Oh, okay. Thought it was going to go for Spheal. Because Spheal is still very vulnerable to murders. Hey, we got a Confusion on the Quilava. Not that it matters, because the next Confusion we use with Espeon will get rid of it. And I think we need to swap Spheal out so that it doesn't get killed by this Celio. But we will get rid of Quilava. Spheal swaps out for Ursaring, I guess. Oh good, the hail stuff. And now we just clean up this Celio. Cleaned up. Spheal got to contribute and live. Wah! The trainer's size doesn't affect a battle at all, though. That's true. You'll get more out of battling, or out of training by battling Pokemon of all types. That is not true, Burden. If we're talking about EV training, you'll get more out of training by battling Pokemon of one specific type over and over for a good while. Okay, Houndoom, try and burn the leaves. Shroomish, try and stun spore the ghost. Great use of Pain Split there, Misdreavus. Why, I've never seen a more masterful use of Pain Split. Of course it got the para. And surprising nobody, I had an easier time getting rid of the Bayleaf than any other starter we have encountered so far. Because, get this, it's a Bayleaf, the evolution of the worst starter in the franchise. Got through the confusion only to be paralyzed. Okay, so these two are the only Pokemon that this guy has left. So let's bite the Misdreavus and swap Shroomish out for Ursaring? That didn't do as much as I hoped it would. And we are again seeing Rollout Wailmer. Targeting not the one that is weak to rock. Okay, this time the Pain Split actually did something. Let's yet again bite the Misdreavus while we use Return on the Wailmer. Show me a flinch. Or a full para, I would take either one. Nice miss on the rollout. And at this point, we have won. Unless this Confuse Ray is the most disruptive thing we've ever seen. Which, I mean, we have, in Coliseum, had a Confuse Ray keep us from attacking 4 or 5 turns in a row. It can suck very badly. But I think we still win. Oh yeah, especially if we get to attack through the Confuse. Interesting call, waiting to use Water Spout until after you've had half your health removed. If you used Water Spout from the start instead of Rollout, you might have done better. You're already strong. You don't need training. But I need to be stronger. Your next battle is against the area leader. Make it a good one. Okay, I fully expect this battle to be kind of rough. Let's save before it.
If you can beat me, you will conquer Area 5. Let's get started.
But yeah, I think farming Area 4, if I need to grind in the near future, is the way to go. Area 5 has been rough. And I don't like seeing another Grovyle. And that Sableye is going to be annoying. I just know it's got Fake Out in there. And, ooh, we're against 5 Pokemon. So let's try and put a Flamethrower on Grovyle, and let's also try and Stun Spore it. Grovyle is the threat here. Don't like that Rock Tomb. But that means we're not seeing a Fake Out. Show me a burn. Show me a burn. Come on. Burn. Burn. Yes! Sure, that means our Stun Spore is going to do nothing. But this Grovyle is now a much smaller threat. Unless it's using Grass-type moves. Leaf Blade is a special attack, not physical. I think, do I use Espeon here? Grovyle's going to outspeed Espeon, so I don't think we use Espeon. Ursaring can't touch the... Well, it can. It can touch Sableye, just not very hard. Vibrava doesn't resist grass. We are out of grass resistances, other than Shroomish. But Grovyle is only going to get to do 2 more things at most. I think we bring out Espeon. Sableye isn't the biggest offensive threat. Yeah, Stun Spore fails because we got the burn. Right, we only get to see Grovyle do 1 more thing at most, but it's going to do nothing. Because I'm going to Quick Attack it. Grovyle, gone. I think I'm going to Stun Spore the Grovyle slot so that we can potentially paralyze whatever comes in. Not going to let that Grovyle use any Leaf Blades. Mighty Ina. Not the worst thing to see. Espeon doesn't like it, that's for sure, but... Of course the Sableye crit. And we missed. Excellent. Truly excellent. Espeon's gonna swap out. Or is it? Yeah, it is. We can't afford to just let Espeon go. It's still our best offensive mon. Even if it can't really do a damn thing to either of these two. And Shroomish will once again try to Stun Spore the Mighty Ina. Take down on the Shroomish. I would have expected you to try and get the Espeon. Is this going on the... Yeah, it's going on the Espeon slot. Nice miss, though. And we got the Stun Spore this time. So that means Mighty Ina's almost certainly going to go last. Let's go ahead and return on the Mighty Ina while you try and Stun Spore the Sableye. Just to get it to stop throwing rocks at us. Nice crit. No. Combuskin. Ooh. I did not want to see that. What I wouldn't give for a follow me right about now. Specifically on Ursaring. Well, let's hope the Combuskin goes for not Shroomish, so that we can paralyze it. Ooh, but with double kick... Okay, never mind. I actually kind of would have liked to have that on Shroomish, but whatever. If we can get the para, this is still worth it. But... considering that Sableye hasn't had its turn yet, we need to put not Espeon in this slot. As much as I want to bring out Espeon and use it to just try and get rid of the Combuskin. Hey, we got the para, that's good. Nightshade. Ooh! Ooh, I do not like that. Not from a level 43. Okay, is Vibrava a dragon yet? I think it's a dragon. Yeah, it is, okay. So we do, in fact, get Stab on Dragon Breath. I guess we try and get rid of the Sableye? I mean, we're not going to get rid of it this round, but we'll at least do damage to it. This might not be the best call. Especially not when it can just take a KO on Shroomish at any point by using Nightshade right now. Ooh, nice para. Ooh, nice para. Now, if Shroomish can restore another 10 HP before Sableye attacks again, then we can survive a Nightshade. That ain't 10, though. Ooh, nice para. Don't like that slash. Okay, so Shroomish is not surviving another Nightshade. Just coming right out and saying that. It's not gonna happen. And this lady's still got one more Pokemon hiding in back. I think what we do is we Dragon Breath the Sableye, hope that gets rid of it, and Stun Spore its slot, so that whatever comes out in its place might be paralyzed from the word go. Okay, Sableye's gone. Marshtomp. I should have Mega Drained that slot. And there goes Shroomish. That's a shame. Shroomish could have done so much work on Marshtomp. But now we can bring out Espeon and try to get rid of Combuskin. And I think we double into Combuskin. Just to raise our chances of actually getting rid of it. I might have to use a revive this battle, but I don't need to yet. Okay, so guaranteed we're going to get rid of Combuskin next round. Unless they kill both Espeon and Vibrava right now, somehow. And now we are down to Vibrava and Spheal, which is not going to be... not likely to be enough to get rid of Marshtomp. Who's that slash on? It's on Spheal, who lives. Good job, Spheal. So Vibrava gets rid of Combuskin, while Spheal brings back Shroomish. Goodbye, Combusken. Imagine if that Marshtomp knows no water moves and it only has Mudshot for damage. I would love that. No, I don't want Hail. Hail is terrible. Hail was the worst weather even before they changed it to snow. Snow made it better and it's still the worst. And of course it's got Rock Tomb. Force Field. Alright, Shroomish. Let's see you do your work. So we Dragon Breath in hopes for a Para, and we Mega Drain for damage. Show me a Para. You love to see it. You would have loved to see it even more, if not for the fact that Para doesn't slow things down until the next round. But at this point, we do win. Only cost us 1 revive. Did not have to use any other form of healing. Or items, rather. And for the final slurp, Shroomish, I do believe was the MVP of this encounter. Just paralysis everywhere. Did great for us. Too much. Here you are. Please accept your Poke Coupons. Don't let up in Area 6. Already giving us 1,000 Poke Coupons as of Area 50, or as of Zone 50. Yeah, Mount Battle is a lot more generous in this game than it is in Coliseum. Okay, we got a TM. What is it? Rock Tomb. Of course it's Rock Tomb. Do I actually want to use Rock Tomb? It might not be the worst idea to put it on Ursaring. But what would I get rid of? I've got, well, Feint Attack, probably. Let's just check. What's Ursaring's special attack? Really low. Yeah, we get rid of Feint Attack and give it Rock Tomb. Alright, let's go take care of purifying the Pokemon that are ready to be purified. And then we will actually progress the story again. Oh, wait, do I have enough coupons for anything good? I don't have enough coupons for anything at all. Much less anything good. How many coupons do I have? Why do you not show me? I don't even have enough for Psychic? I mean, I wouldn't buy the Psychic TM even if I could, because I know Espeon's going to learn it naturally before too long. Actually, it's probably still a while away, but Still, it's not the most urgent. I think right now what I would grab is Ice Beam. Put that on Spheal. It's better than Aurora Beam. Do I even have anything that can learn Thunderbolt? Probably not. I'd love to. Okay. Grimer purified. Gulpin purified. A singing Gulpin. Interesting. And Delcatty purified. Let's see what they're going to give this thing to try and convince us to use it. Yeah, no, it's going to take more than Sweet Kiss. I wish I had any idea what putting Pokemon in different slots actually accomplished. Like, if I knew how to better make this work before I started setting Pokemon, I'd probably be able to plan things out and achieve better results. As is, it feels like I'm just kind of randomly flailing and hoping that what I choose to do works. Whatever. I know I could put Ralts in there, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave Ralts as untouched as I can. Just in case. And now I need to visit a Pokemart before we actually continue, because I am rather low on healing supplies. So let's go to Agate. Oh, we do not have money. Do I want to buy super potions? Probably not at this point. God, this guy doesn't even carry revives. Talk about a waste of a mart. Wait a sec, did I just see who I thought I just saw? I did not. I saw blue coat and brown or orange hair on an effeminate model, and I was like, wait, is that actually Rui right there? But no. No, it isn't. Okay, Finnek should have the supplies we want and can't afford. Oh, Makuhita's ready for purification. Too bad, it's gotta wait. So we have 4 hyper potions. So let's get 2 revives. And then be too broke for anything else. And I guess, while we did get knocked out at the Cypher building, and that's what inspired me to go get more levels, we've been told about the Team Snag'em hideout, which is where our snag machine has been taken. So let's go there, because I'd much rather be able to start snagging things again, instead of needing to wait for Mirror B to show up. Invitation to the Realgam Coliseum? Redmond, I trust you've been well. I am proud to announce the reopening of the Realgam Coliseum following extensive maintenance. We look forward to your participation against top-ranked trainers. Yeah, not right now. Are you a new recruit seeking to join Team Snag'em, or just an intruder? Let me battle you and see. How would battling me tell you the answer to that, Agrev? Also, hey, we've got our answer, I just realized, of what's the first zone of first area of Mount Battle to not feature any battles with a single Pokemon. And it's Area 5. Come on, Effect Spore, put it to sleep. Nope. And, of course, we missed with the Stun Spore. Okay. So, Houndoom, let's burn the Crow. And Shroomish, let's swap out for Espeon. Ah, good old pre-buff leech life. One really must wonder why they took it from being one of the weakest bug-type moves and decided, you know what? Let's make it actually one of the strongest. Ooh, so close. Oh, nice burn. Whatever the outcome, that sure was harsh. You know what you're doing with your Pokemon. I hate to admit it, but you've wiped me out. We could use your toughness. Come, join Team Snag'em. We're always on the lookout for outstanding talent. Nah. Aw, thanks for having a healing machine right here. Also, it's been 5 years and they still haven't fixed the blown up walls. Like, they've been staying here for these 5 years. And they've done nothing to fix the place up at all. It's still just as busted as it was 5 years ago. I love free hyper potions. Wow, Redmond! Darn it, you came to get the snag machine back! Yes, yes I did. I would like it. It's amazing what a difference it makes going from fighting evolved Pokemon that are 15 levels above us to fighting mostly unevolved Pokemon that are roughly at level with us. Uh-oh, he's got a Quillfish. Oh, it's not going to work unless we put targets to sleep. I don't think any of your Pokemon could. I think he's referring to how they put me to sleep with their gloom in order to steal my snag machine. Also, hey, our little boy's evolved. I'm gonna miss him being around, boy, but I'm not gonna miss his stats being that low. I've already taken the snag machine to the boss. Gonzap's mighty tough. Now imagine if while fighting Gonzap, he actually uses the snag machine to try to steal our Pokemon. Like, just imagine if they actually let that happen. That would be terrible. It would be the most menacing fight in the franchise. Wait, TM29, isn't that Psychic? It sure is. I wasn't gonna buy the TM for Psychic, but I mean, if they're just gonna give it to me, I'm not gonna not use it. Goodbye, confusion. Sure, we lose a lot of PP, but worth. And you know what? There. And this feels too much like progress. What with there being a guy here. But maybe he can tell us something. Huh? Kid, didn't I see you before? We're fighting the president. Well, at least we can tell that Mr. Biden here treats his Pokemon right, given that he has a Crobat. Well, Houndoom's not doing much here, is it? I guess we bite the Torkoal. Going straight from Confusion to Psychic is a huge buff. Suddenly, Houndoom has another job. Come on, flinch. Dang. Okay, yeah, having Psychic now instead of at 47 is pretty nice. Have we met somewhere before? Oh, Biden's memory was failing him already. I get it now. You were on the SS Libra when I went to get the snag machine. Okay, I got it now. I won't have to agonize over this. You're the kid from back there. I got it now. Hey, Joaquin. I just realized that name, Joaquin, is probably supposed to be the real name Joaquin, like the one that actor Joaquin Phoenix has. And the translators just had no idea that that was a real name and or didn't know how to spell it or something to that effect. This is probably supposed to be an actual real name, Joaquin. And just spelled it way wrong. Maybe they didn't have the character limit for it. But either way, that snag machine you say you went and got, what's up with it? It's too honking small. How am I supposed to fit this on my arm? But, it's not because the machine's small, it's because your arm is so thick, Gonzap. Shut your yap. Bring me something so useless as this. Huh? Who's that kid there? Hey you, you're that kid! He must have come for the snag machine. Good thing I still have a gloom that I can definitely use to put him to sleep. Good work getting out here, but we're not about to let you have it back. Give up now, kid. So, last time this guy encountered us, he used his gloom to put us to sleep without battling because he knew he would lose if he battled. But this time he's like, you know what? Let's battle with some glooms that I could use to use sleep powder on you. Like, why would you not just use the same tactic again? It worked last time. Ooh, nice sleep powder miss. So I was going to use Houndoom to burn whatever came out, assuming it was another gloom, but it's not. So instead, we Psychic the Mantine. And that should get rid of the gloom. Mantine might be rude to our Houndoom, but we'll see. Ooh, Houndoom definitely wants to be mean to that. Oh, nice supersonic miss. That miss is gonna cost you. Two Glooms, a Fortress, a Mantine, and a Grumpig is an interesting team. We're gonna bite this pig. And nice flinch. The pig gets to do nothing.
Trying to take you head on was a bad idea.
Yeah, also a bad idea was having your name misspelled so horribly. I'm sorry, Joaquin. Considering how short the names in this game tend to be, I imagine it's probably more about character limits rather than about, like, I can't discount the fact that it is entirely possible that the localization team for this game just didn't know how to spell Joaquin, considering all the other names we've seen. So I can't discount that, but considering that it's rare for us to see a name that's even 6 letters long, I can't imagine that there have been no character limit concerns. And yet our Pokemon can still have, and we can still have a 7-character name. I guess 7 characters is probably the limit, huh? Yeah, 7 characters is probably the limit, considering that's the limit for our name. So, I mean, they tried their best?
Oh, hey, not bad. Pretty impressive, if I may say so. Listen, kid, why don't you join us and we'll smash Cypher together?
Well, I do want to smash Cypher, and I do want that snag machine.
If we snag all the shadow Pokemon from them using this snag machine, Cypher will collapse. When that happens, Team Snag'em will step up and take over, so how about it? Will you join us?
I mean, that does align with my goals. Like, you could have just let me keep doing that instead of stealing the snag machine from me to begin with. And then you could have swooped in after without needing to do any of the work yourselves. So really, what you're offering me right now is more work for you than just letting me take that and go.
Gwahaha! Don't lie, because you're obviously no good at it. Your lips are twitching. All you really want to do is get this snag machine back, don't you?
Yes, exactly.
Fine, you'll have your snag machine back, but only if you can beat me.
Again, it would be easier for you if you just let me take it and go. It would align with your goals. Why don't you do the more strategically sound option and just let me take it and go? These people are a bunch of idiots. Okay, let's burn the Nuzleaf and try to stun Spore the Electrode. And who's the fake out on? Okay, it's on Shroomish. Honestly, that's probably the better option. The crit was a little unnecessary, but we can live with it. I need to hydrate. Man, it'd be really cool if I could get, like, Mudshot on my Vibrava. Like, I'd love to have Earthquake, But considering Vibrava's the only Pokemon I have that's immune to ground, it wouldn't be the best thing. But there are Earthquake TMs. I think the moment I find an Earthquake TM, I just put Protect on a few of my Pokemon. Because unlike last time, I can't rely on having Jump Bluff to help me out. Because my only thing immune to ground is the thing that would be using Earthquake. Okay, at this point, Houndoom, I believe we swap you out. Or do we? Yeah, we do. You know what? Vibrava, sure. And Shroomish will slurp the Whiscash. Hyper Beam is not what I expected to see from this Whiscash, but okay. Little did I know when I paralyzed the Electrode that I was turning on Facade. Okay, Vibrava, let's Dragon Breath the Electrode while Shroomish finishes the Whiscash. Honestly, I probably should have had them both go into the Electrode, because the Whiscash is doing nothing this turn. And Shroomish is faster than it. We could have gotten an extra turn of nothing attacking us. That's my bad. I didn't capitalize on an advantage he gave me. Skarmory. Well, Houndoom's got another job, but it's paralyzed, which doesn't help too much. But let's try and do more to this Electrode, I guess? Alright, Electrode gone. And let's swap both of these out. So we'll bring in Houndoom and hope that the para just doesn't stop it from burning the Skarmory. But we'll also bring in Celio for Aurora Beaming. Also, I believe it's about time for... Really? Another Hyper Beam? Poor Houndoom. Okay, can anyone do anything to this Skarmory? Shroomish can't. Espeon can't. Vibrava can't, and Ursaring can't. Wait, no, Ursaring's got Rock Tomb. That does neutral damage. Against its enormous defense stat, but still neutral damage. Yeah, look at all that damage. What an amazing Rock Tomb. I do believe it's time to take the XP share off of Celio. It might be time to put it on Houndoom, honestly. But then again, that would require taking the charcoal off of Houndoom. I think what we'll do with Houndoom is just keep leaving it in front. Whoa! No, it isn't. Stop lying to me, game. Groomish is not evolving until it learns Spore. If we had your expertise on the snag machine, we'd have no trouble crushing Cypher. But fine, a promise is a promise. Here, take your snag machine back. Huh? Are you serious, Gonzap? After all the trouble we went through to get it? Weren't we going to use that to teach Cypher a lesson for dumping us? This kid's fighting to bring Cypher down, right? Him and us, we're both after the same thing. Here, kid. Here, kid, take it. You can have your snag machine back. I did the smaller guy's voice for a moment there because he turned, which made me assume he was talking. Yay, I got the snag machine back. That thing didn't fit my arm anyway. I did one extra ha, but whatever. Oh yeah, I may as well give you this too. It just goes to show how I can be generous. Gonzap's key? This is a gift from me. There's a chest in a corner on the ground floor. That's the key for it. Alright, kid, get going. Cypher's secret factory is to the north. We'll all be looking forward to your crushing Cypher. That's when Team Snag'em will again be in control. I did one less ha there. Alright, and let's open this up. Nothing wrong with a couple of full heals. And looks like that door is plenty sealed up, so nothing else for us in here. So going down from here is the way to progress. By down, I meant south. But before we progress, let's heal. Because we're not on Mount Battle, so we don't get a heal after every battle. Imagine how terrible Mount Battle would be if you didn't get a heal between every fight. That would be atrocious. A horrible slog with a huge resource requirement. If you join up right now, you'll not only get the day's wages, but also a commuting allowance and even a box lunch. Depending on your qualifications, you can even receive up to 20% more paid holidays. You won't find terms this good. Uh-huh. Why, you can't butt into a job interview. This is what you'll get. Golet? I'm sorry, are you a ground ghost? I know it's spelled wrong, but... Houndoom does not wish to be in front. Houndoom will retreat. And we're going to put Celio there just because it resists the water attacks that are surely incoming. So now all we have to use is Body Slam, which isn't great. I'm not used to this Pokemon being faster than my Shroomish. Really? You chose to use Aurora Beam on the Celio that was in front of you when you chose to use the move. Instead of on the Shroomish? Are you some kind of stupid? Also, it only occurred to me just now that the reason we did so much with Body Slam is because they swaggered us. We've been getting a lot of value out of this swagger. Meanwhile, they have gotten a lot of negative value out of it. Because Celio has not hit himself or herself once. In case you heard that ow, that was because one of my cats just attacked my foot through my sock. Quite rude. Nice effect spore. Or no, not effect spore, that was takedown. Or whatever, body slam. The thing that I used is what did the para. What the? What's with your toughness? Nope, no way. I'm not letting anyone tougher than me join Team Snag'em. Okay, and now I'm going to remember to take this XP share and give the Mystic Water. And XP share, let's... Do I want to put it on Ursaring? Maybe. If I'm gonna keep leaving Houndoom in front, I guess it wouldn't hurt. So there you go. I came out because they promised to pay me the day's wages and buy my lunch. What is this place all about anyway? They're about stealing Pokemon. It's not the greatest, honestly. Okay, a rare candy is a decent reward for an optional battle. Don't mind getting some free revives. Team Snag'em is on a membership recruiting drive. We need more people for taking the fight to Cypher's hideout. We'll hire anybody, even kids if they're strong. Also, that one guy who was like, we're not letting anyone stronger than me into Team Snag'em. Do you want to lose? Is that a shiny Smeargle, or is it... Or is Smeargle just different in this game? Is that actually a shiny Smeargle? Like, it didn't have a shiny animation, but... The tail's red? The mark on its back is red? Are those supposed to be green? Compared to my Smeargle. We've got two Smeargles on screen. They're different colors. Is that a shiny Smeargle? Did I somehow find a shiny Smeargle before a shiny Reshiram? Trying to look up Gen 3 shiny Smeargle sprite. There's Smeargle. Okay, yeah, Gen 3 Smeargle is supposed to have a green brush when it is not shiny. So either they did it wrong for Coliseum and XD, which honestly I wouldn't put past them, especially considering this Smeargle, despite having its red paint, is not as brown as shiny Smeargle is supposed to be. So either they did it wrong, or this is a shiny Smeargle that I'm looking at in Pokémon XD. But yeah, I'm guessing what happened is they did it wrong. Because there's a few things they've done wrong, honestly. So it shouldn't be that surprising, right? And either way, it's a trainer Smeargle. I wouldn't be allowed to catch it to begin with. So, shiny Smeargle in XD has a green tip tail, whereas non-shiny has a red tip tail, so they just mixed them up. Oh, we've been tormented. I mean, I basically knew it wasn't shiny because there was no shiny animation, but still weird that they mixed it up like that. tougher than a grown-up. I am a grown-up, sir. Excellent, you've made the grade. We'll battle no longer. Wait, Mirror B is here? Like, here? He says he may have appeared, but... Here? Or somewhere else? I don't know. And they're probably not going to tell me. But I'm going to go revive my Houndoom. Can I use the mirror radar to check here? Realgam Tower, okay. Well, maybe we'll go deal with him once we're done with this place, but actually once we're done with this place, I'm going to call it a stream. What? You're raiding Team Snag'em's hideout? That takes guts. Jinock. What I should have done is flamethrower the Apom so that Mega Drain would make the Kecleon grass type, and then I could burn it the next turn. Because the way I've done it this turn is accomplishing... It's getting rid of the Kecleon in the same number of turns, but with one less flamethrower having been used on Apom. But I wasn't thinking, I was just thinking, okay, I'll try and get rid of the Kecleon with flamethrower, and if that doesn't work, maybe Mega Drain will do it. But no. I needed to commit, is what I needed to do. Commit to one thing. Dude just keeps sending out new things to burn. And if I had done the smart thing on round one, this Apom would already be gone. Howa! Back in the old days, just saying the Team Snag'em name made even crying kids shut up instantly. Now we can't even beat a kid. Sheesh, this wall hasn't been repaired for a long time. It can't be helped because we haven't made much money lately. This just stinks. Huh? While I was feeling sorry for myself, an intruder appeared. Gaply. So many things to burn. So I believe we burn the Ariados while Shroomish actually uses a super potion. Assuming we have one. We do not. While Shroomish uses a hyper potion to heal Houndoom to enable it to burn more things. So many things to burn. Sir, your team is very flammable. Suddenly a non-flammable member of the team, and yet, it is still weak to Houndoom. Can't believe Espeon's my lowest level party member other than Houndoom. That wasn't a very good present. Not for anyone involved. Wow! You wait, we'll get our spot in the sun back. I'm with Team Snag'em, but I don't have a snag machine, so I've never snagged anything yet. Do you understand how pathetic that makes me feel? Fudlow? What an interesting name. I see Celio's presence is requested. And I think getting rid of Graveler first is probably our best bet. Yeah, Outlander, it does look like you have to shave your head to join Team Snag'em. It's probably how they prevent anyone in the team from having a case of protagonist hair. Like after Wes, the only non-head shaved member of Team Snag'em? Yeah, I can only imagine why they would institute a strict no hair policy. Because the moment someone comes down with protagonist hair, it makes them blow up the hideout. Of course, Shroomish flinched. Of course Shroomish flinched. Let's have Celio get rid of the Rhyhorn while Shroomish swaps out for Houndoom. Almost got Shroomish trapped in there. Ooh, Houndoom was an even better call than I realized. But we are going to Aurora Beam the Tropius while Houndoom bites the Misdreavus. Nice crit. Losing a battle hurts. It cuts me to the bone. When I joined up, the snag machine was already gone. Did you guys ever consider having more than one snag machine? TM30. What's that gonna be? Thief? Shadow Ball. Do we have anyone who wants to learn a physical ghost type move? Maybe Houndoom. I don't think so. Its physical attack isn't much behind its special attack, but it is behind. I don't think Shadow Ball would be that much better than Bite, considering Bite gets the same type attack bonus. Actually, it would be worse than Bite because of that. And they're super effective against basically the same things, and Espeon has no real reason to want a physical attack. So yeah, that Shadow Ball TM is worthless to our party. But out we go. So, Mirror B is at Realgum Tower. But, unless it forces us into battle right away, we're not going to. Oh, okay. I thought he was approaching us in a cutscene, but no. Okay. So, and let's do one more Reshiram check. Just one. And that's a nope. So Reshiram has evaded. Reshiram has evaded us for 2 full streams now. If we can go one more full stream and then, like, a partial stream after that, it will dethrone Terrakion. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but it might. Either way, that's it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that. I will be back on Tuesday to make more actual progress in Pokémon XD, as well as to hopefully find a shiny Reshiram. See you then, friends.